Honey, she's not going to get here any sooner with you staring out the front door. Remember the old adage, a watch pot never boils. Besides, celebrities are notoriously known for being late.
But I just can't believe that Alora Piper Oakley, the Alora Piper Oakley, Drew, my favorite author in the entire world, chose us to help her find the perfect place to write her next best-selling romance novel. I have read every single thing she ever wrote. Cleburne is perfect. We have absolutely everything. We have friendly people. We have historic places. We have handsome cowboys.
Really? Handsome cowboys?
Well, that Caleb man is pretty hot. Not that I'm looking.
Well, she is looking, and she's looking for the perfect place to live. And no telling how many places she's checked out up north. And I heard through the grapevine we are the third agency she's hired.
But I have a really, really good feeling about this, Drew. I really do. I mean, what's not to love about Cleburne?
I know, honey. Cleburne is a little slice of heaven. But there are some weird people who like to live in big cities.
True. But there are some people, like, I don't know, maybe a famous author, perhaps, who's tired of living in the big city and dreams of that small town with just peace and quiet, southern hospitality, and that perfect glass of sweet tea. Well, where are we going to take her first?
Okay, that's what I was thinking. She mentioned she likes wine country.
Oh, I do like wine.
Yes, you do, honey. So, let's take her out to the Bull Lion Vineyard and Ranch. Then we can show her the Cross Timbers Wine Trail.
It's good.
Then, along the way, just happen to point out a few local properties that are for sale.
That's good. But I think that we should wait and go to the Bull Lion Ranch last. First, we need to show her around town and let her get a feel for the historic beauty of Cleburne. I mean, we can take her around the town square and, out by the old railroad depot. I mean, heck, Drew, just one trip down Anglin Avenue with those gorgeous restored Victorians, she is going to have romance coming out of her ears. Then we seal the deal over a local libation at the ranch.
You're right. That's a good idea. We don't want to wear her out before we have a chance to show her everything that Cleburne has to offer.
There is nothing worse than a tired, tipsy romance writer.
You're right again, honey.
Miss Oakley. I'm so finally glad to meet you. I have read everything you have ever written.
Why, thank you, Miss
Maybeth?
Maybeth. May we please have the key to our room?
Oh, sure thing, sure thing. Look at all that luggage. How long you fixed to be staying?
Oh, just overnight, but an author never knows what she might need.
Are you really fixed to take up writing in our town?
Well, perhaps.
There's a lot to write about here. My cousin, Buford, he does suffer from the foot fungus. He married his beautiful bride, Abigail, right here in this lobby. And afterwards, they jumped in the pool. You get it? They took the plunge. I mean, he kept his shoes on, you know, the foot fungus and the thing.
Oh, well, how considerate. Lovely.
There wasn't a dry eye in the house. Now, some of it could have been the chlorine, but most of it was happy tears. It was magical. You can include that in your next novel. I'd be obliged to give you more details.
Miss Oakley, hello. My name is Andrew Hadley of Hadley Realty, and I'd like to introduce you to my lovely wife and business partner, Bonnie. Bonnie.
Hi. It's just a pleasure to welcome you to Cleburne, Miss Oakley. Oh, I'm sure you will find exactly what you're looking for here.
Please call me Alora.
Okay, Laura. Are you ready to be impressed?
I am. You know, if everything is as lovely as this B&B, we may have a winner.
Oh no, if you think this is charming now, you have got to see it at the holidays. I mean, this house is part of Cleburne's Whistle Stop Christmas celebration. It lasts an entire month long, and the whole city pretty much is involved. There's over 1 million lights all over. It's just like this magical trip back in time. Oh, see, it's very, very important for a lot of people here in Cleburne that we preserve our history. We even have an SOC society. SOC? It stands for Saving Old Cleburne.
Honey, I have an idea. If she wants to see some part of the history of Cleburne, Red Horse Mall.
Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect! Let's get this show on the road. You are going to love the Red Horse Antique Mall. It's perfect. Let's go, come on.
Welcome to Red Horse. Y'all come right on in and take time to browse.
Ladies, I'd like for you to meet
Alora Piper Oakley. As I live and breathe, I would know you anywhere.
Miss Mary Ellen. This is not who you think it is.
Now, I've read all of your books. I've read Teardrops in My Heart, Love Portraits of Amon, The Lonely Dove.
Miss Mary Ellen, okay? If you can just control your excitement. just
Mr.
for...
Hadley, please. I am speaking with Mrs. Oakley. Now, I want you to know that my best that you wrote is your latest novel, Where Have You Been All My Life? That Caleb man, oh, he is such a hunk.
Good morning, y'all. Gracious. Did someone plan a party and forget to invite the belle of Cleburne?
Gladys. Mary Ellen. But this is Miss Alora Piper Oakley. Okay. Miss Oakley, I would like to introduce Miss Olivia Baines, Mary Ellen Hicks, and the self-proclaimed belle of Cleburne, Gladys McPhee.
It is a pleasure to meet you all.
I'm so sorry. Will you forgive me?
It's okay. There is nothing to forgive. Honestly, people know my work and not my face. And please call me Alora. Everyone, call me Alora.
Alora, you are too kind. I just want you to know that you can call me Mary, you can call me Ellen, you can call me Mary Ellen, you
Just
can
don't call it late
me
for dinner.
Andrew, please.
Oh, pardon, Mary Ellen. Mary Ellen. Mayor Ellen. I do believe you've got a customer over there, and you get to speak to Miss Oakley later on, okay? So you might not want to miss out on that sale.
You mean Alora?
Yes, Alora.
It's wonderful meeting you, Alora. If there's anything you need, just let me know.
Alora, I just want you to know that you're going to love the Red Horse Antique Mall. We are a treasure trove of inspiration. We have 3 floors. We have 70 vendors. We've got books and letters and photographs. Well, it's just so much love and loss. Anyway, Cleburne is going to be the best place ever for your next bestseller. And I just want you to know that you know where to find me.
Why, that Mary Ellen Hicks. Do you know that isn't even her real last name? I bet if you smelled what's in that red Solo cup she keeps behind the desk, you know where she gets her treasure trove of inspiration.
Now, Gladys, if I do recall, you and I have shared 1 or 2 red Solo cups in the past.
Oh, Andrew, it's not polite to tell tales on your neighbors.
Exactly my point. So, let me help you with this. and
Do you
can just
think
go-
I don't know what you're doing? And I'm going to tell you, it's not going to work. Andrew White Hadley, you know that I would never ignore the most interesting person who's ever set foot in this town. Miss Oakley, I just love your work. Your characters are so unique and engaging, and I know you must get millions of random questions, so I won't waste your time. I know how valuable time is for us omnigenous women of the world, but I simply must ask, who was your inspiration for Caleb Mann, and where are you hiding him?
Hello? Yes, I'll see if Miss Oakley's available. I'm sorry.
If you don't mind, we would love the opportunity to just wander around and explore.
That would be wonderful. You just take all the time that you need. Drew and I will just wait over here in the Mexican restaurant and have some sweet tea. For future reference, they have the most incredible chips and salsa. And the margaritas are to die for.
Can I get a margarita, please?
Not even if you bring your own Solo cup.
No worries here, Alora. If you'd rather discuss Caleb's real identity in private, I just want you to know your secret's safe with me.
Why don't you go ahead and place those teacups on that shelf there, and while I go ahead and put these coins in this case.
Sure thing, but you know, by the time you're done dilly-dinking around with them coins, I'll have this whole booth set up.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry to disturb you, ma'am. Me and my sidekick Rusty here, we just got into town today from Galveston. We seem to disagree on whose contribution is the most valuable. You know, once I say that out loud, it seems kind of silly. That box looks kind of heavy. Why don't you let Rusty help you with that?
Sure thing.
From Galveston today? And his name is Rusty?
Yes, ma'am. Where are my manners, huh?
Oh, I know who you are.
You do?
Caleb Mann in the flesh as I live and breathe. I knew there was something about you. A sidekick named Rusty, coming from Galveston, those ruggedly handsome good looks, and that irresistible southern charm.
Well, there must be some mistake, miss.
Miss Gladys McPhee.
Well, it's good to meet you, Miss Gladys McPhee. I'm Grayson Wayne.
Sure you are. And you just happened into town at the same time as Alora Piper Oakley.
There must be some mistake there. Me and Rusty here, we always travel alone, and we don't even know this Oak Tree lady.
My, you are a rascal, but I assure you, your secret's safe with me. Oh, land's sake, I must look a fright. I simply must make an appointment to see Josie ASAP. Oh, I'm gonna bake you a batch of those oatmeal raisin cookies you love so much. You perfect specimen of manhood.
What was that all about? That's Gladys Plum. That's what's wrong with her. But how did she know raisin oatmeal cookies are my favorite?
I have no idea, you fine specimen of manhood.
It takes all kinds, Rusty. Yeah, it takes all kinds. But let's go ahead and get our work done here so we can get out of here before she comes back.
Sure thing, but you know, I wouldn't mind some of them homemade raisin cookies myself.
It's a shame people don't keep photo albums anymore. But then again, look at these poor people. Some of their most pivotal memories frozen in time, and we don't even know who they are. Some relative probably let these go at an estate sale, not realizing what they meant to the family history.
Miss Oakley, take a look at this one.
Oh, she's lovely. And look, the engine says Union Pacific. I believe that line still runs through Cleburne.
Look at the inscription on the back.
Our broken-hearted Priscilla Ann died October 1865.
There is an emptiness to her eyes. I wonder what broke her heart.
Well, judging from the date, I would say something to do with the Civil War. Would you research that name and let me know what you find?
I hope you don't mind, but I took the liberty to pull up some old diaries from a couple of our more prominent vendors. Some of the passages are really quite moving. They're marked with the little pink ribbons. If you're interested, I'm sure we can make arrangements for you to borrow them for reference or for inspiration.
Well, thank you. That's very thoughtful. And you're right. This place is amazing. I have been truly inspired, not just with plot ideas, but some things that are truly nostalgic. Wait, does one of these happen to belong to Priscilla Ann?
I don't think so.
My word, Miss Oakley, we've been back here for over 3 hours. Mr. Drew and Miss Bonnie are probably drowning in sweet tea by now.
No worries, ladies. Drew and Bonnie left about an hour ago. When you didn't return right away, they took that as a sign that you were really just settling in. And they said to tell you that whenever you get ready, they'll meet you at the Garden of Eating Bistro about 5:30. And then you could all go over to the Songbird Live, and the first set starts about 7.
Wow, is that really you, Miss Oakley? I see you have the classic Time for Bed storybook. I just happen to have a rare first edition that I think you'd be really interested in.
Really?
Samuel Cover, you snake. What do you think you're doing, trying to scam this woman and take my sale?
Are you crazy? That's a rare first edition.
Rare first edition, my picks, but if you ain't careful, it'll be your last edition.
You think so?
Gentlemen, we have guests.
I'm well aware of that, Miss Olivia. Half the women in the town's gone wild. And you can't make an appointment at a salon or spa in miles. And the Kroger stores are about sold out of sugar, flour, and raisins. Cleburne's never seen the likes of it. All for this hotshot cowboy, Caleb Mann. And I don't want to see this fine lady getting taken advantage of from the likes of the Samuel Slimy Snake Cobbler. Or should I say Cobra?
Okay, gentlemen, hold on. Did you just say the women in the town were going crazy over Caleb Mann?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Well, that's utterly impossible.
I would certainly agree.
Why is that?
Because Caleb Mann is a fictional character from my last novel.
Miss Oakley, we have about 45 minutes where we have to meet the Hadleys for dinner. I suggest we head to the B&B to freshen up.
Well, whatever you think is best, Sophie. You know, this town is so unique. I could spend hours roaming the streets gathering scads of compelling stories and meeting interesting characters. It's almost like we've gone back in time. A simpler time. You said we had 45 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Then I want to check out the Wonderland Dance Academy. I used to take ballet and tap classes when I was a little girl, and every Saturday morning and Tuesday afternoon, my grandmother would walk me to dance classes. Let's go check it out.
Okay. Erin, I need you to bring the limo around. You're taking us to the dance academy, and then be ready to take us to dinner afterwards.
I can't do this.
She said a bad word.
Hey, it's not polite to laugh at your elders.
We're not laughing at you, ma'am, but you just said a bad word.
I did?
Yes. You said the C word.
I most certainly did not. That vulgar word is not part of my vocabulary.
Well, actually, you did just say a bad word. You said can't. Miss Mindy says we do not say that word here at Wonderland. She says we can do anything we put our minds to do.
That's right, Miss Laura. Now let's put that leg up there and try again.
All right, ladies, time for class. Let's find your places.
Hey, they're pretty good. I had forgotten how magical it is to lose yourself in dance.
We incorporate some of our students' ideas into their dances.
You know, I am so impressed that Cleburne has a place like this where youth can express their creativity. Dance is so much more than just learning the steps. In fact, if I remember correctly, participating in dance may have contributed to my becoming a writer. In fact, I may need to write a story centered around a dance studio. There's just something so angelic about children dancing. Maybe we could get together sometime and I could pick your brain for ideas.
Really? I mean, that'd be great.
Hello, Aaron? Yes, we'll be right down. Miss Oakley, we need to go.
Very well. Thank you so much for letting us come to visit. I hope I talk with you both very soon.
Miss Oakley, before you go, if it wouldn't be too much trouble, would you mind signing my copy of Where Have You Been All My Life?
Of course. To whom should I address it?
To Mindy.
There you go. You ladies have a lovely evening.
Hi, I'm Kelly. Do you work here?
I guess so. This is my first night.
Hey, me too. At least I won't have to feel new and dumb alone. I didn't mean to call you dumb. I just meant...
I understand. I'm really nervous too. I'm sure we're gonna be fine. Tips here are good, I hear.
Are you two ladies my new servers?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, then take your name tags. Our customers like to know who's serving them.
So, Miss Laura, what do you think of our town so far?
Oh, well, it's a very charming town full of limitless inspirational potential for several novels.
Yes, I love that you see that. I mean, you could write enough here to fill up an entire library.
You know, speaking of libraries, I noticed we passed one of the original Andrew Carnegie libraries.
Yes, our Carnegie was built in 1903.
You mean Carnegie?
That's what I said, Carnegie.
Okay, agree to disagree. Regardless, the building is stunning.
It is. You know what it would be perfect for? A romance novel. I mean, just imagine. A novel affair. Beauty and the Book? Huh? Oh, how about The Lonely Hearts Librarian?
Okay, reel it in, Shakespeare. All right, so you decided Cleburne is the spot for your next novel? I mean, if so, tomorrow we could find the perfect home for you.
Okay, slow down, Turbo. I am sold on what I've seen so far, but there's too much to see in one day. I'll need more time. Sophie, would you call Edith and let her know that we're going to be extending our stay a few days, and let her know if anything changes, I'll keep her appraised. I'm just overflowing with ideas.
Well, Miss Laura, you are going to love the Songbird Live. They have live musicians, professionals that play blues, jazz, folk, and Irish singer-songwriter and country. The Buddy Whittington Plan is playing tonight. They are fantastic.
Hi, Drew. Hey, Bonnie. Who's your friends?
Oh, hey, Sabrina's Sonderdaughter. This is Miss Alora Piper Oakley and her assistant.
Miss Oakley, my apologies. I had heard you were coming to town, but I had no idea I'd have the opportunity to meet you. This is quite an honor.
I know, right?
Amber, do we card everyone?
You sure do.
Got it. Miss Amber, can you pass me a bottle of Cabernet?
You have legs, come get it. I am so sorry, Miss Oakley. It gets kind of busy here at times. It is a popular place.
I can see that.
You can call me Sabrina.
Oh, it's nice to meet you, but your name tag says Amber.
Oh, yeah. The winery made up my name tag over a year ago. I guess they used the name on my license, and I never made them change it. My real name is Amber, but even my mother calls me Sabrina. It's kind of a funny story. I didn't know my name wasn't Sabrina until my first day of school.
But I've always called you Sabrina. Is your middle name Sabrina?
Nope. Like I was saying, I didn't know my name wasn't Sabrina until the teacher was calling roll, and she called Amber Sonderdaughter. And I thought, cool, there's someone in the class with the same last name as me. I wonder if we're related. Turns out we were.
Well, that's a charming story. Would you mind if I included it in one of my novels?
Well, be my guest. My whole life is full of stories like that. I've got to get going. I've poured a few glasses for you on the house. Enjoy. Do we get them all?
So, red or white? There you go. For you, my darling.
Thank you. This is really smooth. It's not too dry, it's not too sweet. It's a nice blend. I can't put my finger on it. It must be from Italy. Well, what a charming addition to this venue.
It's funny, but a lot of people make that mistake. But the truth is, that wine is made right here in Texas. It's surprising, but growing grapes and wine crafting has surpassed even the beef industry here. So, let's support Texas agriculture. Drink Texas wine. Salute.
It says right here that the Cross Timbers Wine Trail is one of the most dynamic wine destinations in Texas.
You bet. And the amazing thing is that restaurants in the Metroplex and the surrounding small towns, they take pride in serving local wines. The Songbird Live has partnered with the Bull Line Ranch and Vineyards that's near here in the Chalk Mountain region. That is their Sangiovese that you happen to be enjoying right now.
Impressive. Sangiovese is really high-end wine and very hard to come by. I had no idea we could grow this stateside.
What are those women carrying? And what's wrong with those men? They look like they just lost their best friend.
If I didn't know any better, I would say those were oatmeal raisin cookies. Maybe those women believe that oatmeal raisin cookies are best enjoyed with fine wine? Maybe it's a local cultural thing?
Yeah. Anyway, so let's go find some great seats so we can hear the music.
Down the rest now. So I wire up that muffler, I put on that patch. Baby, I got the itch, but I ain't got the scratch.
It's him! It's him!
I do believe there's a secret tunnel this way to the street.
A secret tunnel?
Yes.
Yes! You never know what you're gonna find in the
Yeah.
You forget what I said about them oatmeal raisin cookies, man. I'll be fine if I never see or taste another one as long as I live.
Roger that, brother, little buddy. Roger that, but these oatmeal raisin cookies are my favorite.
Yeah.
Beat those easy terms half down the rest now. So I wire up that muffler, I put on that patch. Baby, I got the itch, but I ain't got the scratch. Hot red lipstick, black lace leather. She had it going on, she had it together. With the face of an angel and the body of a centerfold.
Oatmeal raisin cookies.